City Series cigars and Citrus 7s, black cement 3s, 4s, the hairs and bread 11s. No doubt that I'll be wearing some fire at any sighting. With these Dorenbecker 5s, you can see me in any lighting. It's exciting, I'll be flexing to the coldest degree.
What's up, everybody? It's Sneakerhead M Checks, and here I have the 2021 Lightning 4 scheduled to release Saturday, August 28th. So we're going to take a close, detailed look at the shoe from all angles. Then I'm going to compare these to the original pair of Lightnings from 2006. And then after that, I'll discuss my opinion on the shoe and release and reselling predictions and all that stuff. So let's get right into it. Now the material on these is a little bit weird. For the most part, it does look suede. Other parts you can kind of looks a little different. But like I said, for the most part, kind of looks suede. But when it comes down to the feel, if you rub your finger across this material, it's not gonna feel exactly like the suede you're used to. It kind of feels like suede with like a twist of leather almost. It's nothing we haven't seen on Jordans before. It's just probably what you weren't expecting on Lightning 4s, being that the original pair just had, you know, regular suede. It's not too bad to the eye. You'll definitely be able to feel it more than you'll be able to see it. On the eyelets, it's like a see-through black, clear black. There's the tongue. And that's it for the front. Here's the side. Now you'll notice throughout the shoe, specifically on this yellow material, that on some parts it is going to be like wrinkly, like this. Now it's going to vary pair to pair. Some pairs are going to have more than others. Some pairs may not have any at all, or very little to none at all. I had another pair that I don't have in hand anymore, but that pair had less wrinkling than this pair, so like I said, it's going to vary, so hopefully your pair doesn't have much or none at all. So getting back to the material thing, this part right here, I mean, definitely not suede if I can make that noise with my hand. You know what I mean? So I don't know what they were doing with this. And like I said, it's not bad to the eye, but like, bro, that's crazy. None of my other suede kicks do that. And that is the other side. Plastic Jumpman back here on the heel. I know it might look like a dark blue or like a midnight navy from right here, but that's just the light. It's the same gray that's on, you know, like on this part. Here's the inside. Interior is mostly yellow, as you can see. Insoles are white with black Jumpman. Here's the tongue. It's not super thick, but it's not that thin. It's just like the white Oreo's tongue. Now, I don't know why my camera or my light or whatever is making these soles look so dark. They almost look black in some parts, but they're definitely gray. So if you haven't realized already, the thing they've been doing with Jordan 4 boxes is basically giving us this box in whatever colorway that the shoe releasing is. So here we are. I think this looks good in yellow. Everything on the inside is the same. You still got the paint splattered paper. And here's the box label. Retail for men's size is going to be $220 USD. Alright, here's a quick all-around view of this 2021 release. And now we're going to compare them to the original pair from 2006. So I would say the biggest difference between these two is that material thing I was talking about earlier, where the suede is kind of like a suede leatherish thing on the 2021 pair, and the 06 pair is just straight up suede. Now another thing is the color. The only reason the color seems to be a little bit darker on the 06 pair is because they're worn. You can see that's like dirt stains and stuff. But if you can look past that, I would say the yellows are pretty much the same. Another major difference between these two is the shade of gray that they used on the sole. So I mean, you can see from here, it's obvious from a distance. What I found interesting was, though, they didn't really do that with the other gray part. So if you look at the wings from right here, I mean, actually, let me put them side by side. But the sole seems to be the only thing where the gray, you know, differed. So right here you can see, I mean, this is obvious. It's clearly not the same shade. Similar, but not exact. And if you look at the wings, they don't really have that difference. I mean, keep in mind, once again, you know, these have been worn, so they're not like 100% clean like these are. But when you look past that, these grays are, you know, pretty much the same. Same thing with the tongue. I mean, the tongue looks really on point. But then going back to the sole, you can see there is a significant difference. And this isn't from them being worn. This is, you know, even on the parts that didn't really touch the ground that much, it's different. Now, this is one of the more low-key differences. It's not nearly as obvious as the other ones I just mentioned, but it still matters. So if you look over here at the 2021 pair on the eyelets, see how they have these little, I guess, things in the corner, kind of like right under the eyelet. If you look at the 2006 pair, they don't have that. So I don't really know why they decided to add that in there. But if you look at them right next to each other, see how these have that and these do not. Then another thing is the height of the shoe. Very minor detail, but if you look at these, I know the boxes aren't exactly aligned, but they're pretty close. But you can see that the 2021 Lightnings are definitely higher. Even looking like right here, you see how much space there is between the sole and the wing or whatever you want to call it. Right here, they don't have nearly as much space. So the shoe was cut higher. Kind of gives it more of like a OG look, even though we don't really need that for the Lightnings because they're not an OG colorway, but it's whatever. I mean, we talking very minor details here. They also switched up the Jumpman on the back. The 2006 pair has like a transparent gum kind of Jumpman, and the 2021s just have a gray one to match, you know, like the sole and everything else. One last thing I want to mention. If you look at the back, oh, first of all, the tongue on the 06 pair is way thinner than it is on the 2021s. Also, if you look at the text on the 2006 pair, this Air Jordan thing is black. And on the 2021s, it's that dark gray that's, you know, on the back of the tongue and everywhere else. All right, these are pretty nice. I like them. I would have preferred just regular suede on them, though. I know when Jordan Brand retros a shoe, it's never going to be exactly like the original. It's always going to be something different. And I know that. I expect it at this point. But I just feel like the shade of gray on the sole, the Jumpman on the back, and some of the other minor details were enough. So they really didn't have to do that with the suede. It was already enough differences. But I mean, it's not terrible. They've definitely done worse. You know, growing up, I never really liked the Lightnings that much. I know that sounds crazy. I'm probably like, what? But yeah, I mean, I thought they were okay, but I was much more into the Thunders. And to this day, I still think the Thunders are a way better colorway than these. But over the years, the Lightnings have grown on me. So yeah, I will be adding these to the collection. But leave me a comment and let me know how you feel about them. There's a lot of hype around these, so I am expecting this to be a pretty crazy release. Not only is this a colorway that people have waited a long time to get, I mean, it's been 15 years since the original pair, but also it's a pair of Jordan 4s. And if you've been paying attention to anything, and especially if you listen to what I say in my videos, you know how well 4s have been doing lately. These are probably going to be like a $400 shoe around release date. I think they'll definitely drop a little below that eventually afterwards. But if we talking like copping on release day, y'all know how the prices be inflated. I'm expecting these to be around 4. Now, investors, this is a perfect shoe for you to cop, whether you're looking to make a long-term investment and sit on them for a while, or if you just want to resell them right away. You're going to be very profitable either way. But me personally, I will probably resell these right away, because all that holding on the shoes for them to gain value and resell them later is cool and stuff. But at the end of the day, time is money. If I could resell these for almost double what I paid for them right away, I don't know if I really want to wait for them to go down in value, over the next 2 months and then watch them slowly go back up. Depending on your circumstances, sometimes that may be the way to go. But if I just paid $220 for these and the market is $400 when I have them in hand, I mean, I'm selling them right away. It would be nice to hold on to them until they're 600 or more. But listen, all I'm trying to say is if you can make a good flip on a shoe immediately, sometimes that's better than holding on to them. Sometimes. But yeah, good luck to everybody on the 28th. I wish you all the best of luck with copping a pair of these in your size for retail. I believe they're only coming out with men's sizes for these. So if you don't wear a men's size, unfortunately, I don't think you'll be able to get a pair in your size. But good luck to you on the next release you go after. If this video was helpful or informative, I definitely appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. Also, if you're interested in more early reviews and other sneaker related content, do us both a favor and subscribe to my channel. And make sure you turn my video notifications on. That way, as soon as I drop my early reviews, you'll know right away. But thank you all for watching. Everybody, please stay safe and healthy out there. And I'll see you next time.